Well, hello everyone. I'm Nora. It's very exciting to host the Crypto Market Insight session with our guest. Today, we are thrilled to have with us our guest who will be sharing their opinions on the market trends. As a host of today's discussion, I'll be leading us through a thought-provoking conversation that promise to be both informative and engaging. So, whether you're an experienced user or just getting started, we encourage you to sit back, relax, and join us for what is sure to be an enlightening discussion on this week's market performance, trends, and hotspots. The live session is broadcasting on CoinW Live channel and CoinW's YouTube channel. Welcome all to watch and leave your opinions or questions about market, coin, etc. in the comment. Our guest will pick up some to answer. And yeah, our guest can Okay, our audience can join the CoinW official community to claim the 20 USDT rewards. Please check the live details for the link. And in this part, we would like our guest to share your market insights on any crypto tokens you want to talk about. Please be free to share the screen to let us watch your chart. Okay, firstly, let's welcome Deny. Yeah. Okay, yeah, your chart. Okay, sorry, Delay. So Jay, can you hear Delay?
No, we can hear you, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
we can hear you, man.
yeah. Okay, sorry, Delay, we can't hear you. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right.
Can you hear me?
Oh yes,
Hello?
yes. Okay, thank you.
Is it working now?
Yeah, working.
Can you hear me? Okay. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened
it's
there.
working, man.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So today is a bank holiday, so obviously nothing's really happening. It is Thanksgiving, but we can still speak about the market. But essentially, for ETH, what I'm looking at, I do want to see Ethereum start to get back above like 3,051, like on the 4-hour time frame. If we can somehow close above there, then I would actually anticipate a breakout of the higher time frame trend, which is this downward sloping trend line for on the daily time frame for ETH. And the nice thing about ETH, we did actually tap that 2654 level I did speak about earlier this week, and essentially it's just the Fibonacci from the low to the high, and we tapped this level, which is a 0.65 fib level. So what I want to see is I want to just see the 4-hour time frame close above this level, 3,051. If we can close above there, then I would look for upside continuation. But for now, we're still holding this trend. Nothing's really doing anything. So ETH for me, I can't really do anything unless we break out of this level or if we break below this trend. If we do break below this trend, there is possibility of us coming lower because we have to start breaking this previous high over here. Okay. So structure still remains semi-bearish, but that pump from yesterday is helping with this price movement. Okay. So I do want to see price get above 3,051. So that's ETH. And then for Bitcoin, what I'm looking at for Bitcoin, yesterday was actually quite interesting. So there was actually two scenarios that I was looking at for Bitcoin yesterday, and essentially Bitcoin was just stuck in a range, and there was around about 45 million worth of liquidation sitting over here, and then 40 million short liquidation sitting over here, and there was either one was going to get tapped yesterday. Okay, so if you look at the heat map, what you could have seen was basically there was liquidity to the upside and liquidity to the downside, pretty much symmetrical, right? So there was going to be something that was going to get taken out, and once we closed above this 40 million, you can see we did get a bit of a push higher. But structurally, Bitcoin, still needs to take out like these levels to the left hand side of here, right? That 93,400 level. We have to start taking those out. But until then, it's pretty. I mean, it's hard to trade Bitcoin within these ranges over here. I was looking at this 86,700 on the 1-hour time frame. I was looking for a short back down to the zone potentially, and then looking for a long off that area. We didn't really get that, but for Bitcoin, I do expect. For now, if we can come down, retest this level here, maybe potentially look at a long back up to these levels. I don't think we're going to take out these lows personally. I think that this over here could potentially be a potential bounce for Bitcoin. So I'm going to be looking for potential long for BTC at around about 89k, 88,900, around about those zones. But you can see right now we are still getting rejected by this fair value gap. Basically, it's just where people put their sell orders within the zone. And we have not closed above this level here on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, so you can see how price literally just gets rejected from that zone. So we do need to see like a 4 hour close above that level for confirmation that we are actually potentially going to go higher. But right now you can see that we might come down, potentially test this level, and I'll be looking for a long off that zone. So quite tricky right now for setups because it is obviously the market is slow. But I did want to speak about total two. So basically this is just the altcoin market cap, and yesterday was quite interesting because we were actually looking like we were getting rejected from the zone, right? So this is basically the previous high of 2025 May, and when we had that massive move for altcoins in July, we had that pump to the upside, we broke out. So this was the key level, the value area low, which is pretty much like the second, it's a high volume load sitting at this level. Okay, so there's a lot of volume sitting at this level. A lot of people are trading this zone, either shorts or longs. A lot of people are interested in the zone. And yesterday, this daily close did close back above this level. Okay. So for this alt season to happen, I just want to personally, I've been buying. I know Jay has obviously also been buying. Last week he spoke about it as well. But essentially, I do think just for confirmation, if we break above trend over here, this is going to be our confirmation that we're going to get that massive alt season. But personally, for me, like buying at these levels before we get the breakout, because I'm very convinced that in the tokens that I picked, I do think that we are going to get that move. It's just about waiting and having the patience. But if you want to have confirmation, just wait for like a break of trend for the total two, and then you can actually potentially look at taking the move to the upside. So there is still time. We are still below this level. We are coming very, very close to the apex here. So something's going to happen within the next couple of days / max week. Are we going to get the breakout, or do we just get rejected? Okay, but personally, I have been buying within these levels, and getting a daily close back above the value area low is somewhat promising for the crypto market, right? Especially for the altcoins. So personally, I think it's a good level. I do think that waiting for the breakout is more on the safe part, right? Because waiting for the breakout. But in terms of spot, for me, I don't really care because I'm just buying spot, right? But in terms of trading, like I wouldn't actually enter like a like a 20x leverage at these levels. You can enter like a 2 to 3x leverage, but depending on your trading style. But personally, I do think that this is a key level, and we did close above it, so there is potential hope for the altcoins. Okay, so that's the one token, and there is a long that I'm currently in right now. I'm in an Ondo long. I'll be honest with you. I do think that Ondo potentially can move. I actually entered yesterday. I posted a signal. I just entered off this breakout. I was waiting for the 1 hour candle to close above this level. I still think that it has upside. I'm putting my stop loss just below this low. You could even be more safe and putting it below there because the risk to reward is still above 1:2, depending on how you trade. But I've got my stop just below this level. I do think that Ondo has potential to continue higher. This is looking like a nice move to the upside. I wouldn't be surprised if we come down and test this level again. But I'm not worried. My stop is below here. But this is a potential trade that I'm in currently. So if you guys, just if you want to take this, don't obviously risk most of your account because not all the time I am right, or neither trader is right. So this is something that I'm in right now. I do think Ondo is very, very undervalued, very, very undervalued. It's literally, look at Ondo, right? It's literally below this whole range since 2024, right? 2024 March. Ondo is below this massive, massive range. Okay, and now I do think that we could potentially get this bounce. If you had this is just spots. If you had to buy a spot now and getting back to the highs, which potentially might not happen, but that's 300%. Even just back up to these highs over here is 117%. But on a short term note, Ondo looking quite decent on the lower time frame. So that's pretty much my take. I'm leaning more to the bullish side, potentially getting the breakout. I think a lot of people are just very, very scared right now, and they're very negative. But I mean, looking at the charts, there's nothing. That's all you need to do, right? You don't need all this outside noise. You just need what's presented on the charts, and the charts right now for the altcoin market cap and for some other charts, it's looking like it's still holding structure, and there's nothing really to be worried about just yet. So yeah, I'm leaning more on the bullish side. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Thanks for your analysis. Yeah, thanks for Delay, professional. And next one, let's welcome Jay. Yeah.
Yo, hello. Mm, okay. Yeah, I kind of agree with the Ondo of Dylan because a lot of box to box, or we call it cage, or we call it inside bar. So people usually call it inside bar. So example like SPY, because in here we got spies trying to make all time high again. So when that happen, I think Bitcoin is gonna follow spy again, because since Bitcoin launched ETF, the correlation between crypto and the stock market is so positive. So when the stock market, let's say SPY and Nasdaq, QQQ, they're doing all time high again, so that's crypto. So if this thing, okay, today's holiday, Thanksgiving, so it's closed right now, but it's gonna open on next week. Okay. Sorry. Oh, Friday is not. I think it's Monday too. I think it's Monday because tomorrow is also a holiday. So today and tomorrow there is no US session. It's closed, and this is what I'm talking about. The inside bar. A lot of this. A lot of this happen, and in crypto right now is a lot of this. This is the inside bar. Look at this. When it break the cage, all time high, and the last time, also I still remember like the spy from this below, because I bought it. This green inside bar, when it's confirmed, look at the inside bar, break, and then all time high. So like Ondo, the one that mentioned, I'm quite agree, because like we saw so many things happen on the smallest time frame in crypto, because I'm not doing, I love swing, but I don't do swing for over 3 weeks, because from what I see here, we need a little bit like uh zone to zone, because right now after this drops, I prefer like doing zone to zone, and then like if you guys see here, rally, base, rally, and look at the zone in here, look at the inside bar, okay, trying to break, coming back in, and then another one in here. So it's quite similar. Everything is quite similar. It's quite similar with the Ondo of Dylan, and even Bitcoin. That's why, like, I'm still little. No, I'm still in the big time frame. I'm still bullish, guys. I'm still bullish. Nah. There, hell no is over. Right? The one that is over is the 4-year cycle. All right, it's not. Uh, the artisan is still gonna come. It's not the cycle. The 4-year cycle, yes, it's over, because like since we became ETF, it's already over, guys. You know what happened in me on 2017, when we still don't know is there's gonna be a 4-year cycle, because at that time it's still old school, right? We don't know, like, are we gonna have a 4-year cycle? But people doing the 4-year cycle, because like oh, okay, halving, and then like and the 4 year after, and then like blah blah blah, and then pump, and then dump, and then bear market. People doing that because based on history. But how about me? Back then there is no history, guys. Back then, long time ago, there is no history. So it's about the same like right now. Okay, are you gonna pick the history, or are you gonna pick like the market is always do the same, which is it's gonna be an alt season. So it's still to come, guys. It's still to come. And from total tree, if Dylan mentioned about total two, I'm gonna mention about total tree. Same, we got the inside bar on the weekly in here. That's why we still stuck, guys. We're not going to anywhere. So the confirmation is going to be here, but I'm not gonna buy when it's break around here. So I'm just gonna keep buying around here below the inside bar, because like I'm still believe it's gonna come, because like look at this, we've been sideways, guys. We've been sideways since for a year, for over a year. We almost hit December. Next week we hit December. It's almost here. We are inside bar right here. So if I put the box right here, look at this. Just just sideways. So it need to break around like 116, 117, and they're like that's happened. But when that's happened, everything's already pumping like 100, 200, 300. So if you guys saw like this week, we got so many like altcoin that's still like doing 150%. So that means it's not over, guys. Like this one, I think it's arc, or yeah, I think it's arc, and so many. So if you guys still seeing this kind of thing, it's not over, guys. It's not over. That means it's trying to keep up the level that been crashed before. It's trying to keep up, and when it got back to the neutral level, and it's gonna keep pumping. So like this one arc, we got dash, we got dash is already performing, zcash is already performing, and we got ck, we got look at this, it's trying to break, it's trying to break here. And if I put the biggest big time frame, look at this, from this high to this low, it's trying to break, got reject. So that means still not over, guys. If there is a fight, this kind like this, it's not over. It's not over. So it's going to come, but slowly, guys, because we just had a crash on October 8th. So market need to, market need to process, and then so slowly building a little bit momentum, and then after that we're gonna do the trending cycle, because right now it's not trending. Right now some coins still do a sideways, like Bitcoin right now. I'm longing, guys, I'm longing, but box to box, level by level. This is my Bitcoin from yesterday, and we took again, this is from yesterday, and this is for today. I was live on CoinW live stream around, I think it's around 3 p.m. something, and uh, that's okay, unless because why that's okay, because we already break this thing, guys. We already break the box. So, but my target is going to be right now. My closest target is short-term target for Bitcoin is going to be 96k ish, and after that I'm just gonna see like box to box again. But on the weekly, if we can close uh weekly above 95, so that means it's my jackpot, or 96. If we can close that jackpot and then hold, so that means the game is changed, guys. It's changed. So when the game is changed, you guys have to start to building again, because same shit. Bitcoin is just like ranging around here. It's, uh you know there is one rule that uh can make me bearish. If we break 88, if we break this area, all right, this is my rules. 74k, which is not happening yet. So since we are still above 74k, fuck that, I'm still bullish, guys. I'm still bullish. Look at this, the upsloping trend line. It's just like, okay, you guys still can manage. This is like just a false break. You still can manage, guys. Still can manage. Some people like look at this as a I heard some analysts doing this kind of thing, but I don't think it's gonna happen. It's kind of bullshit on me. It's not gonna happen on this on weekly head and shoulders. It's not gonna happen. So when it's gonna happen, usually bear market, it's going to go to the bear market by, not by head and shoulder, it's by rising wage. So if you guys see here, it's not yet. It's not yet, guys, not yet. Look at this. Last time, rising wage, rising wage. So I mean, unless this thing break and then like break this low 74, okay, I'm gonna be bearish. But as long as still hold, nah, I'm not gonna be bearish. No chance, guys, no chance. All right, thank you, Nora, I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember today is Thanksgiving, and happy Thanksgiving Day for all our guys here.
happy
So,
Thanksgiving, guys. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you. So next one, let's welcome Priya.
Yeah, thank you. So, guys, good evening to everyone and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Okay, so today market. So I wanted to give you the clarity here. So after this is actually a bigger body of a candle, but the volume is not that much big level as we expected to give a breakthrough, even though the body of a candle is too big, and it also indicates that the people, the big investment was happen here because it's in a position of extremely undervalued. It was a little bit. Above the extremely undervalued position. Why? Because here when we see that the part where the reddish part is actually called as some more the extremely undervalued position, and right now BTC was looking forward to the bull, and it's struggling actually to give the breakthrough on the 91.9. It's closer to the resistance level somewhere here, but it's a very short term, but I expect that it will give a break, that to find the support on 90K most probably. Otherwise, it's closer to the here the support level of 89 whatever. So currently, this is a high volatility consolidation phase. What we are looking into. So after the sharp correction, we have noticed a lot of corrections here, and those are in a high liquidity phase. People who are invested, maybe that liquidity was happened in a previous um, earlier sharp correction. So right now we are seeing a Bitcoin stabilize around 90K. So that's why I'm expecting the support will again expected on 90K. Let's see whether it's taking the support on 90K or not. When it's break below the 90K, it will again maybe the more liquidation will occur, that we are not guaranteed again to it will break that resistance level. So for that we need any of catalyst, right? So it's any pushing force or a higher investment, everything is needed. Like it's all about from the investor side of bigger volume is expected. So the zone, and same as well for the Ethereum, it's also near the 3K. So this tells us that the market is searching for the new equilibrium after the heavy liquidations and profit booking. And it's actually happened by the major players, the profit booking and everything. So institutional buying right now, I'm looking for some more big institutional buying to make that break through the resistance level, because I think in the end of the month itself it is trying to hit the even 95 or somewhat, but if it breaks 100K, that could be too better, because December again we have the holidays, and again market will crash again with little bit more deeper level. So on the macro side, the sentiment is improving slowly. So expectations of the potential US rate cut and the stronger global liquidity are gradually turning to the market from extreme fear to cautious optimism. So we are also seeing the increased whale accumulation at lower levels, which usually signals of a confidence in long-term growth. Why? Because in the previous, that is last week, I have also talked about if it's sustained on the 80K, there the position the more whales will occupy. So the same such a way we found the support, like on 80 itself we found the support, it will not dropped below 70 or 70, so 75 or exactly it was touched the 80, and we got the buying pressure at that. So however altcoins, when we talk about the altcoins, it's still under the pressure. So only a small percentage of altcoin supply is in a profit now, so very few. So I have seen many altcoins are not even a recovery stage. So money is rotating back into Bitcoin and high quality ecosystems like Ethereum, as well Solana and real world assets tokens. Those are um, getting a high quality again. So this is typically what happens before the next breakout phase. So this is what I'm expecting, and thank you.
Yeah, sure, sure. Great. Thanks for your analysis. Thanks for Priya. And next one, let's welcome Paris Fine.
Hello, thank you so much for having me. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Thank you so much for having me. Alright, so just gonna quickly share my screen. Okay, so I just recently found out that Trump said, I don't know, I think it's a rumor actually, but Trump said he was going to like pump $20 trillion into the market this year. I don't know if that is a true news, then I think it would be really good for the market. But currently, I didn't really trade this week. I think I traded only BT8 and Ethereum. I think out of all the coins that dropped in the past few days, I think BT8 was still the one that did not really dump. I was in a buy entry for BT8 at around 455, and it went all the way to 6 weeks. Yeah, think that was like 2 days ago. Yes. So we went all the way to 460 actually. We got to 460. So that was a very good market entry for me actually. And I'm still looking to enter BC8, but I'm just waiting for a confirmation and being patient for it because I know it's still going to drop. Still going to drop all the way to the former entry price that I set, or if at all it's going to drop to this level. So I'm still waiting for a confirmation on this week. For Ethereum has not really moved. I don't know, Ethereum has not really moved ever since that big drop that happened. Ethereum has not really moved. There's been fluctuating between two six. Yes, I'm guessing right. Yeah, 2 6 and then 3,000 too. So it has not really moved. I don't really. Like for me, I would not be trading Ethereum this time because I've not really gotten a good confirmation on this particular coin. It has not really given me a good sign of it, going up. But for Bitcoin actually, um, I'm still expecting Bitcoin to drop below the current price it is at, and then go back right up. That is my prediction for Bitcoin. I'm still expecting it to drop below this current price because since this is the weekend, and I really noticed that the market tends to drop. Karen. I think this is that the market tends to drop mostly on Fridays into Monday. So I'm just really going to be focused on Bitcoin. Currently, I have no existing trade, but I still believe that the market is in its bullish era or its bullish phase rather, and it's still going to really go up. So I think these are the coins that I've been looking at currently: Ethereum, BTC, and BCE. So that's what I have on the market.
Yeah, sure, sure. Great. Thanks for clarifying. And yeah, last one. Let's invite Josephine. Hey, Josephine.
Yeah, hello. Thank you very much, Nara. I appreciate. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and thank you so much for having me. I do appreciate that. So, real quick, let me try as much as possible to share my screen. Real quick, just a second. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Can you see hear me? Yeah. All right. Can you see hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Okay. So sorry. This is wrong. Okay. So basically, the market has we had a major liquidations that happened in the markets. But before then, right before we had this wedge that gave us a significant push to the upside that we got here. Now, if you see very well, right here, I have within this range, let me try to mark it out. Okay, within this range here, we have buy side liquidity that has been pending for quite a number a period of time now. And definitely, if you understand how smart money concept work very well, you know that the institution will definitely target the
Josephine.
yeah. Can you still hear
Okay.
me? Yeah, can you still
Oh
hear me?
yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah, I was saying when you will note that the institution always try to target the liquidity level. Now, quite funny enough, I thought that this entire buy liquidity will not be liquidated, but man, like the trigger was so mad, and it dropped down to this place, activating this buy order right at this level. Now, on the longer term, I'm still positive for a buy. This buy actually trigger, but meanwhile, on the shorter term, if you go to the 4 hour candles, all right. We've gotten some a little rebound to the upside. That's what we got here. But I'm still of the opinion that the market is going to try and take this small liquidation at this level, tapping into this level, almost probably even tap the entry the second time before continuing to the upside. All right. I think that small short sell has already triggered. I think I'm currently in a short sell right now. All right. Just a little sell that might just trigger this little liquidity at this level, then we continue to the upside. So basically, that's that um for BTC. And also, if you check very well, the last time I said that until we have Bitcoin dominance, all right, most probably cross below 55%, all right, cross below 55% and probably touch this level, which will give us a significant sell to the downside. That's when altcoins might be seeing some sporadic movement. If you have checked across about 6 months now, altcoins have literally been dancing within a palpitating region. All right. So as of the moment, they are not really performing outrageously, but I'm still positive that the Bitcoin dominance should be able to break this low level here. Then altcoin can be doing something significant. And quite just got a few number of assets in my hand. My major pair I trade is TRB. All right. So I've been shorting TRB since I noticed that BTC was heading for this thing. I started shorting TRB from around this region. All right. Took some short sale. But right now, if you look very well on the weekly time frame, it's actually bouncing off from this head and shoulder that we had at this previous level. All right. It's just bounced off from this. We had we have the head and shoulder at the left level here, all right, before we took this buy to the upside. And right now, the market has tapped the head level, all right, and now we are getting the push to the upside. So for TRB, I'm holding a buy, all right, I'm holding a buy right now. Even though this imbalance created at this level has been tested about 40%, but majorly what I do is I want it to drop down to at least 50% region before continuing to the upside. But it's actually a risky buy. The reason is because I know that the rebound is very forceful because of the level of buys that are entering the Bitcoin now. Plus the fact that rate cut is expected anytime soon. So these are very positive indications that the market is going to push to the upside. And lastly, I've been watching Pump. I've actually wanted to take a very good trigger at Pump at the second touch of the trend line at this level, but I missed this buy. All right, so I'm positive that I'm able to catch this third touch at this level for the break of this 4 hour time frame, then continue to the upside. So basically, that's that. Now, the sole reason is if you check very well, we have a very simple falling wedge at this level, all right, which is a very good indication after the take of this low major support at this level. So what we will do is, if I'm able to get a very solid indication at this level for the third touch, I might probably just want to hold Pump for a long time. I might probably hold it for a long time, probably at the take of this swing high at this level. But for now, I might just be scalping. Now, for those of you that know how I trade very well, I love scalping altcoins because they are not solid enough to hold, or probably you just want to use a lower leverage. Just but for major trading on my major account, what I do is I scalp majority of this altcoin on a lower time frame, probably intraday trading or 2 or 3 days thereabouts. Then I'm out. Having said that, if you check the coin, can you hear me? Yeah, Nora, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes.
All right, thank you. So if you check the coin market cap, you will see that as of the moment, we're currently having the fear and greed index to be around 8%. And you guys know that a lot of mass number of people are not really getting into the market at this point. So I think when we have it here, this is what we call institutional advantage. So I guess a lot of institutions are going to be pulling in within the week. So what I'm expecting majorly, Friday, Saturday, it's gonna be red, a little rebound down to the downside. But from Sunday, I'm expecting market to kick in full time for a major rebound. I think that's just basically from my end right now. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, yeah, sure. Thanks for Josephine. Yeah, thanks for all our traders. And now I would like to dive into the next part. I have some questions about market trends and would like to discuss with our traders. Yeah, I will share my screen. Okay. Sorry. Let's wait for a minute. Okay, network issue. Sorry. Okay, good. Well, the question one is, yeah, I would say the key debate now is whether BTC's current rebound is sustainable. Some argue that the 30-day change in open interest has dropped it to extremely low levels, indicating a possible market bottom. What's your view on Bitcoin's next move? What other on-chain or market data should we be watching? Yeah, let's see. Let's first invite Deline.
Yeah, so I do think that, I mean, potentially we have bottomed. I mean, open interest is one of the indications that you can look at for like to see if there's, you know, more longs or shorts in the markets. Personally, I do think that, I mean, going below 80K would be crazy. I do think that we can get like a bounce from these zones. But I'm more focused on. I do think that Bitcoin. It's not really the token to watch right now. It's more focused on the altcoins getting, because Bitcoin's already had that move. You know, dominance is kind of showing downside pressure. So I do think that focusing on altcoins is probably a better play right now. You know, the new ones that are like Zcash is the one I'm actually looking at. I know I'm going a bit off topic here, but um, in terms of Bitcoin, I do think that it has potentially bottomed on like a, you know, a lower time frame. But in terms of what other on-chain market data should we be watching, I mean, you can look at long short ratio, you can look at a couple other things, but it's hard to know right now because when you look at the charts, you can see that Bitcoin is still holding a higher time frame trend. So as long as we do hold like the 80K bottom, if we start closing below that level, then yeah, I do think it's cooked. But as long as we hold like 80K, I think, yeah, we should be fine.
Thanks for your sharing, Denai. And next one, let's hear from Jay. Trading, Jay. Yeah, busy. Okay. And Priya, it's okay for you?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so yes, this actually looks like a sharp fall in a 30 days open interest, which also clears as a story, which is, as I already told about, uh, just it's flushed out a lot of leverage. Okay, so many investors was lost their capital. That's what the leverage has happened in the past 30 days. So that reduces the risk of another cascade for long liquidations. And is one more reason a local bottom now is also possible. So what I think, we need a confirmation just from the macro flows and few on-chain signals. Why? Because like falling exchange falling exchange reserves, or it might be the positive funding rates, mm, as well the rising spot ETF, and also the stable coin flows into the spot buys. So these are important, and also improving options queue. So if those line up, BTC should move from the consolidation into a trend higher. Okay, if they don't, we can't reset lower. It is that lower level, as we already seen that 80K. So the leverage is already cleaned, and now the odds of a sustained rebound have improved. But the watch flow base signals for but the inflows, right, we are seeing it's not that much bigger level. So the confirmation we need uh, when we see that bigger inflows like institutional inflows, everything is mandatory to expect that bigger breakthrough.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. Thanks for your sharing. Well, next one, let's hear from Persify.
All right. So the recent rebound, looks very encouraging. But this depends on whether um there's a more open interest, over the past 30 days. Sharp decline in open interest often signals that short-term speculators, have exceeded, and to judge the sustainability of this, you know, some of the traders like to watch other signals like the trading volume, and this is to confirm, the strong buying of the market, and also like the exchange is there that to see, if most investors, are holding in long term, and also funding with that's like to spot the overrated sentiment. And I would just say that the rebound will continue, if long-term holders and strong buyers of the market remain very consistent and very active. So I think that's what I have on that question.
Josephine? Okay, Josephine.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. So basically, I would think that okay, actually, beyond the low open interest drop into the extreme level, right? I think we have also bottom at the 80K because usually we already know that 80K is actually a logical zone for BTC to rebound. All right. Now, having said that, there are other more indicators we should watch out for. Majorly, which I would say we should look at the microeconomics of what's happening, the fundamentals of the market. All right. Now, if possible, we get some hit on the rate cut. Also, I think the 80K level might be sustainable, and also, based off my experience, I know that anytime we have a major clear of the buy side liquidity to the downside, all right, ideologically, all right, I noticed that the buy level and the rebound level is very, very high. So we might not be retesting probably the 50% Fibonacci level on the 1 hour or on the 30 minute, but probably we might just get somewhere around you know 68% thereabout, and then the market continue to the upside. So basically, for me, those are the things I'm just watching out for at the moment.
Yeah, sure, sure. Thanks for your analysis of your experience. And Jay, uh, are you here? Okay, yeah, okay, fine. So
Yeah,
the
I'm back.
guys,
I'm back. I'm back.
oh yeah, you
I'm
can.
sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah. What was the question, Nora?
Yeah, question one.
Oh, okay. About the open interest. Quite agree with the open interest because I saw this as there is a
Oh my God.
30% chance we gonna this is a bottom because all I need is my trade today. It's going to 96 and hold above 96 and it's hold. So if that true, so we're gonna have a 50% probability we have the bottom. So the problem is we need the weekly closing above 96, and when that happen, this is true, guys. Actually, because like uh, I'm not. I do open interest for my daily trade, but it's the small time frame. It's not the biggest time frame like 30 days, something like a month. This is a month operation. I don't look at this, but what I saw is a fear and greed, and we are right now at extreme fear. So when people fear, we're gonna consume the fear, and I'm just gonna keep buying, guys. I know when the bear market happened, it kept getting fear, but it's still not yet. It's still not confirmed until we broke. Sorry, until we break the 74K. It's not confirmed. So until it's not confirmed, until it's confirmed, I'm still gonna long. I'm still gonna think this is bullish. Let's see if we can get 69. And this is true, to be honest. The open interest is very low. People lose interest with the crypto. People like retire. People like stop playing. People stop trading. And then like when everything pump, people are gonna come back, guys. So yeah, I'm agree with that. Thank you, Nora.
Yeah, sure, sure. So people fear we will in. Uh, Next one. Yeah, question two. While MSCI is reportedly considering dropping MicroStrategy from its major global indices, with a decision expected on January 15, 2026. If confirmed, could this add downside pressure to the crypto market through both sentiment and forced selling? Yeah, we'll see uh, the sentiment is downside now. And yeah, Dylan, you can share.
Yeah, I mean, for this, basically, I just think they're just taking profits, right? They're in a massive amount of profits at these levels. So the reason why they're selling is they are just taking profits and they're potentially just going to buy lower, right? So I don't think it's anything to do with, topping, like the Bitcoin topping out or anything like that. I just think it's them just taking profits on their positions because they're in a massive amount of profits. So I don't think there's any thing to worry about with this. I just think they're just going to buy more at these prices and then, keep on doing it on the higher lows. So this potentially, like Jay was saying, closing above 96 would have confirmation. But, as long as we stay above, 78, which is that weekly low, 80K, it's still bullish. So with this is just basically saying that personally, what I think is they're just taking profits and they just want to buy lower. So I don't think there's anything to worry about.
Oh, yeah, sure, sure. Thanks for Dylan. Yeah, guys, maybe don't worry about this stuff. And Priya, want to share something?
Yeah, sure. So what I think, there's a significant tail risk, um, but the real risk, but not inevitable, applies because here, if MSCI, so which deals the MSTR and passive funds, dump shares cryptos, especially a Bitcoin, that could see some to meaningful pressure over the short to medium term. So it also didn't necessarily trigger a sorry, it will not trigger a full bear cycle on its own because uh, but in the fragile market, with the weak flows, macro headwinds, that etc., which its need actually, it could accelerate the downside or prolong consolidation. So but it is not guaranteed. If MSTR management navigates it smartly, uses the tapped alternative capital routes, or also holds a BTC. And if this broader crypto ecosystem supports demand where the ETFs and institutional buys, yeah, that's all major stuff. Or as I already mentioned about the stable coin flows, that then the shock could be more continued. So yeah, so we have don't wander to confused with this upcoming stuffs, I think, because we are waiting for that upcoming more bigger buying pressure, and I think it won't affect it.
Okay, sure, sure. Great. Thanks for your analysis. Well, let's hear from Josephine. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. What I'll just say here is brief. We know Morgan Stanley Capital International for quite some time, and their indices for stock markets. When I saw this, I actually laughed because now their indices for market, especially for the stock market, has literally forced a lot of traders their hands down for quite a number of time now. And owing to the fact that they are having and they are holding a large portion of BTC, now we are asking here that if they come out with their indices, What probably are we expecting? Either it's going to force the hand of the market down. What I would say is it depends. Now, if you ask this in the last bull run, I would have tell you, it might literally be a capital no. But owing to the fact that this is coming now and we are having a major institutional play in the market, guys, what I would say is that it's going to affect drastically. That's the truth. It's going to affect drastically, and we cannot downplay it. But we hope to see the indices, and because one of the things I would say is that the parameter of the indices that they're going to bring out in 2026 matters a lot. If it is the one that will have advanced impact on their holding shares of BTC in the market, or the one that will definitely instigate institutional trader to make a move, it all depends on the indices that is going to come out. All right. But one thing I can say, clean cloth clear, is that no matter the indices, it's going to have an adverse effect on the market. That's what I'll say, and that's what I know from my experience based on what they've been doing with the stock market for the past last time that I have had experience with them. All right.
Yeah, sure, sure. Let's see. Thanks for Josephine. And yeah, guys, we will move into the question three. Despite BTC's current sluggish performance, many analysts expect a major rally in Q1 2026. Do you believe we will see a new bull cycle begin early next year? And if so, what target price could you set for Bitcoin? Yeah, can we see a bull market next year? Well, firstly, let's hear from Denai. Oh my god. Jay, can you hear me? Okay, guys. Priya, can you hear me?
I'm here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Sorry,
Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I'm
All
here.
right, can I go
Jason.
on?
I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. Uh, like before, guys. The target is still the same. My target is still 180. I'm looking at it right now at the chart. Still 180. I'm not gonna lie. Still 180 for this cycle. 180. That's my tops. And they talk about key one, but if we can uh have a great news around December, we might have a center rally around December. Or maybe start from 30. So what day is this? So 30, it's going to be on, yeah, Sunday. Let's see on Sunday and what happened. If Sunday we can have a confirmation above 1996, so maybe it's gonna be the beginning of this thing. So yeah, uh, it's quite
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
Quite
yeah,
agree
yeah.
with that. Thank you.
Sure. Let's see. On Sunday, yeah, the market is changing every day. So, Josephine, yeah, you can share.
All right. Now the thing is here, I think quite early this year, I said something one of the space like this, and I said that the normal usual Bitcoin cycle we used to have is going to be altered this time around, and factually speaking, it's playing according to what I've postulated before now. All right. Now what is there is that with what we are having, the sluggish movement and performance of BTC at of this moment, I can categorically say that we might not have the usual circle that we used to experience with BTC. All right. So now I might say it's still possible, and I'm literally 70% sure that the circle, the bull run circle that should start 2026, it's not going to play that way. And from what I'm seeing right now, we are going to have an extensive, like an outflow of what all the pending reaction of this year flow into the beginning of next year. So basically, instead of we getting a new bull beginning from next year, we might be seeing a major crash next year. But first, I'm personally, from my analysis, I'm seeing that the output of what we're going to see the first 3 months, first quarter of next year should still be part of the bull, the long trend of BTC trying to hit the all-time high, and then probably from there we now probably might fall deep into the bear market. That is what I'm postulating for next year. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, professional. Thanks for your analysis. Well, last one. Priya, do you want to try?
Yeah, so yeah, 2026, and we expect that exactly the bull cycle would start in 2026. It's possible, but it's not an assured one, because if spot ETF or even institutional inflows resume at this scale, exchange reserves keep falling, and macro policy shifts towards easier liquidity. Everything in the hand of a rate cut, I think so. So BTC can also move from consolidation into a bull again. So if those things don't show up, likely on 2026 will likely be range bound or a slow grain lower a little bit. Yeah, so which if it falls again, I think it will take a position support on 80 again. So but um right now the rally is roughly in between 110 to 150k in the beginning of the 2026. So if the flows pick up, um we can expect the drop up to maybe 70 to 95. So that's what I'm closer to 80. So um if the more bullish occurred, might be, I think, up to 250k is possible if ETF inflows and macro dovishness both accelerate. So this is what I'm expecting the price target, which is 250k for the BTC. I'm not sure whether it's gonna touch 200k is possible, but 250 is a little more higher for this all season expectation. And if the rate cut is bigger, then we also see this.
Yeah, 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 sure, sure. Thanks for your target price, Priya. And guys, thank you for all joining us today. I believe today's live stream is very important for our audience under this maybe bear market. Yeah, be sure to keep an eye on CoinW and our esteemed guest. Follow the Twitter account as they will continue to share valuable insights on the world of crypto. And overall, I would like to thank everyone for joining this inspiring discussion today. Yeah, take care and see you next time. Bye. Thank you, guys.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you
Okay,
so
Yeah.
thank
much.
you.
Thank
Bye.